Welcome to another video tutorial from ELO Digital Office. In this video, we will show you how to export a repository in ELOoffice and then re-import an exported dataset. The Export wizard enables you to transfer the entire repository, or just some folders and documents, from a repository to an external storage device, such as a USB stick or a CD. You can then use the Import wizard to import the dataset you created back into ELOoffice. You should keep in mind that import and export functions are not an adequate substitute for regular backups. In this tutorial, we are going to export part of the repository to a USB stick. Go to the ELO menu, select Data Exchange and click Export. The Export wizard dialog box opens. Enter the target path, or click the button with the 3 dots to the right of the field to select a target path. To confirm your settings, click OK. Click Next to continue to the Selection tab. On this tab, you can select the parts of the repository that you want to export entries from. Click the Select All Entries checkbox to export the entire repository. Click Next to continue. On the Options tab, you can configure the export options in more detail. Select the options you require, then click Next. On the Date tab, you can specify a date range to restrict which documents will be exported. You have the option to apply the restriction to the document date or the filing date. ELO creates the filing date automatically when you file a document to the repository. The document date corresponds to the date on which the last changes were made to the document. This date is automatically entered to the keywording. Click Next to continue to the Keywording Forms tab. If you want to, you can restrict the export to specific keywording forms. In this tutorial, we click Next without making any changes. On the Password tab, you can enter the passwords for any documents you have encrypted. Click Next to proceed to the Viewer tab. If you want to create a read-only copy of the exported dataset, enter a repository name and a folder here. To select the folder, click the button to the right of the Target Directory for Read-Only Copy field. Leave this field blank if you don't want to create a read-only copy. Now, click Next or Finish to proceed to the Export tab. The program exports the dataset. You will see a log of the processes in the Viewer pane. Click Close to complete the export process. If you created a read-only copy, you will find it in the folder you selected earlier. Go to the ELO menu, select Data Exchange, and click Import. The Import wizard dialog box opens. Select a source path, or click the button with the 3 dots to the right of the field to select a dataset. Select the folder which contains the part of the repository you exported. Click OK. All parts of the repository in the folder are shown on the tab. Clear the option Import All if you only want to import one folder, then select the repository entry you need. Click Next to continue. The program switches to the Target tab. Select the repository folder that you want to import the data to. The option Import to Original Location enables you to import the data back into its original location in the repository. The setting Use Current Path imports the data into the location currently selected in the repository. If the option Select Target Manually is enabled, you can import the data to a folder of your choice. We will select the option Import to Original Location. Click Next to continue to the Options tab. On this tab, you can specify whether you want to import the dataset into the current repository or whether you want to create a separate structure. If you create a separate structure, documents and folders will be added even if they already exist in the repository. We will leave the settings as they are. Click Next to continue. If there are any keywording forms in the target repository, you will see these on the Forms tab. You can import these keywording forms from the Import Dataset. We will leave the settings as they are. Click Next to continue. The Keys tab shows the keys that are missing from the repository. Click Next to continue. The Font Color tab shows any missing colors. You can select Replace to choose an alternative for missing colors. Click Next to continue. The program switches to the Password tab. Documents that were encrypted in the repository that you exported are not encrypted in the export dataset. These documents will be encrypted with the password when you import them. If the dataset you are importing contains encrypted documents, you must enter the passwords here. You need to enter a password for every encryption key you have used. Click Next to continue. The program switches to the Import tab. Click Finish. Now you can choose whether you want to update the full text database now or later on. Click Yes if you want to update it now. You will see a log of the import process in the Viewer pane. Click Close. The data has been imported into the repository. We hope that you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, visit our ELOoffice website or contact our customer service team or ELOoffice support. Thanks for watching and see you next time.